Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today's video we will be painting up the Tyrant from the Resident Evil the board game by Steamforged Games. He's the final model that we need to paint from the base game. So we've done the zombies, we've done the hunters, we've done Crimson Hairs, we've done Lisa Trevor, and now we're on to the Tyrant from all the enemies, and we've also done all the heroes from the base game as well as a couple of others. So if you are interested in watching any of those videos, please check them out. But anyway, with this, before we get into the painting here, if you would like to support my channel, I do have a PayPal link in the description. Anything on there will go into improving the channel in whatever way I can, be it better lighting for painting videos such as this, or better camera for filming this and the battle reports and anything else I do in the future. This will probably be the last video I do before Christmas, painting one anyway, because the run up to Christmas is going to be super busy. But if you did urgently want any of the characters painted up, if you would like to donate, that would probably get me to paint it sooner rather than later, and it could be any of the models from the Resident Evil board game, be it Yawn, or is it the Black Tiger as a spider, or any of the other heroes, including their alternate costumes. So yeah, we'll get into painting the Tyrant. So first thing we did here was give the Tyrant a wash in a warm soapy bowl of water, and then gave it a scrub with a toothbrush. This is to get any release agent off, so the paint sticks better. And then I sprayed it in Brainmatter Beige, which is a good spray paint from the Army Painter line. So the first thing we're going to do is put down our base colour, which is going to be Rakarth Flesh, and this is going to go over the entire model as a good base coat. It may need 2 coats, so for this I'm going to use a relatively large brush to speed things along. We want to give the paint pot a good shake, and then we want to water our paints down, thin our paints with a little bit of water, and then just go ahead and get it on the entire model, like so. I'll get this finished and we'll be back for the next step. Okay, so it's the Rakarth Flesh done on him. Next we're going to go in with Khorne Red, and this is going to be painting all his veins and all the growths and stuff on him. Yeah, Khorne Red. Give it a shake as per usual. You want to thin your paints down as well. Yeah. This is just on all the growths on his leg and all the veins. Use a thin brush for this. You want to keep as tidy as possible, like so. I'll get that done and we'll be back. Okay, so that's all the veins done on him. See, there's quite a lot of them. Just take your time. Use a nice thin brush. So yeah, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Nuln Oil. I'm going to actually thin this down, probably to about a 1:1 ratio, and this is going to go over the entire model. This is going to darken him down and make his flesh more grey. Go over the entire model. If it pulls anywhere, just pull it away. We don't want it pulling too much. You always make sure you give your pot a good shake before you apply this coat, because otherwise it will leave your model looking shiny. It's not the end of the world, because if you varnish your models at the end with matte varnish, that will get rid of the shine, but it can be annoying. Yeah, all over, let's say. Get that done, and we're back. Okay, so that's the Nuln Oil dried on the Tyrant. Next up, we're going to go in with Contrast Medium and Black Legion. This is going to be for his arm and a little bit around his leg. Is almost like necrotic flesh, like it's blackened. So we don't want to go straight on with the black because that would be too dark. So I'm thinking if we thin it down with Contrast Medium to a nice level, it will. My hope is it will come out quite nice. So get some Contrast Medium on your black palette. Always give these a shake. And a bit of black. I have no idea how this is going to turn out or how thick this will be, but you learn by trying. Let's try. Well, that's alright actually. You still see a lot of the grey underneath. You want to feather it out towards the further out so it's darker, sort of central. So you can put a bit more central and then feather it out so it's a bit darker towards the edges. I'm not going to go too mad with this. So I'm going to just feather it out a little bit. Get myself a bit more medium. So I'll feather it out a bit. So it's thinner the further it goes. And that should just sort of blend in. That's my hope anyway. Like so. Yeah. Quite happy with that. I might go on a bit more, like another coat around here when it dries, sort of the central middly bit. But yeah, I'll do it on the leg and we'll be back. Okay, so that's all dry. If you wanted to leave it there, you probably could, but we're going to take it a few steps further. So we're going to start highlighting back up. So we're going to go in next with Rakarth Flesh, and this is just to bring back that original skin colour. So as with previous steps on previous painting videos, you want to fill it in about 90% of what was covered previously. You want to keep the darker black bits still black. But yeah, just start going in, giving it a slight highlight. So I'll get that finished and we'll be back. That's how he's looking so far. Quite happy with how he's turning out. I want to add a little bit of grey to the Rakarth Flesh, because I want the next highlight to be more greyish. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but for this I'm going to use Administratum Grey and mix it in with the previous Rakarth Flesh. If I don't like it, then I will probably go a different way for a highlight. But I want it more sort of greyish, a light greyish colour for the highest points. So let's see how this turns out. And this is just like the sharpest points. We're not going to go too mad here. Focus mainly on the top parts. flat of his head. Maybe his shoulder, a little bit on his shoulder. And then the lines of his muscle. And his fingers. So I'll get that finished and we'll be back. Okay, so it's coming along nicely. Next up we're going to go in with Mephiston Red. And this is just to start giving us a bit of highlights on the veins and the bulging weak points. Right, actually, make sure I get a thinner brush than what I had there. Probably want one roughly this thickness. Get better control on it that way. Yeah, so just start highlighting the veins. And you want a very steady hand for this. You don't want to mess up all your hard work. Yeah. All the big bulging heart on his chest. His obvious weak point. Yeah, I'll get that finished and we'll be back. And this is how he's looking so far. He's coming out quite nice actually. Next we want to go in with Fire Dragon Bright, and this is just for more of the highlighting on his heart and possibly the larger parts of the veins. I don't want to go too mad on the veins with these highlights and some of these bits on his leg. So just the highest points, just to make it stand out a bit more. Like so. Might look quite bright to start with, but it does darken as it dries. And maybe just a few bits on some of these. Then we want some highlights on the parts of the heart. I'm not going too mad, just a few spot highlights. Just to pull the eye's focus to it. And maybe on the back here on this bit. Use a few bits of veins here. And the upper parts of these bits, whatever these are. And a few bits on more dots than anything, just to give it a nice highlighted look. And then this bit here. Yeah, quite happy with that. Have a quick look again and see if there's anything else, but I'm pretty certain that's going to be it. Okay, so as you can see, that's all. Those parts are done now. Next, we're going to go in onto his claws and his teeth, and for this, we're going to go in with Ushabti Bone. Ushabti. I can't say it, but we're going to go in with that colour, and this is going to be over his big claws and his teeth and his mouth. So always send your paints down, and then you probably need 2 coats. That's that, and then his teeth. Like so. Okay, done all the way back. Okay, so that's that dry on there. Next step is Agrax Earthshade, and this is going to be for the shading on the claws and the teeth. So for this, you just want to drag it up towards the top of it, like this bit here. That's where the shade will be found mostly. Just run it up, put it up this way like that. Pull the paint towards the lip almost, where the fingernail or the claw starts. So, and then just a bit of shading on the mouth, like that. And it's done. Whilst we wait for the previous step to dry, we're going to go in with Morrow White by P3, and this is going to be for his eyes. So for this, you want a very fine brush, get as much of it off the brush as possible. And then you just want to just touch in as delicate as you can, like so. And same the other side. I'll get it done and we'll be back. Okay, and now back in with Ushabti Bone. Again, we'll get a thin brush for this and get most of it off. So get it off on your wet palette like so, and then we're just gonna do like little lines just to give a bit of extra texture to this. Like that. Like so. And then we want to highlight the teeth like that. Okay, I finished. We'll be back. And there you have it. Put that on. That's the Tyrant finished. I did do a quick wash of his eyes with Drakenhof Nightshade, just to give it a little blue tint. But yeah, hopefully this video is helpful to you. And yeah, if it is, then let me know. Leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, please do. There's a link in my description. But yeah, the Tyrant in all his evil glory. I don't know if I'll be able to get another. I probably won't get another painted video up until at least in the new year. At least for the Resident Evil ones. I might be doing some Warhammer ones or the new Epic models. But yeah, unless anyone, if you do want a video up quickly, if you leave me, if you donate to our channel, then I will attempt to get a video up as soon as possible. And that can be of any of the models from the Resident Evil board game, but any of the other player characters or monsters and stuff. So yeah, please do. If there's one that you want to see urgently, then it's only a donation away. But yeah, happy painting. See you in the next video, and happy Christmas or happy holidays to all of you. Say goodbye, Gary. Bye, Gary.